Greetings and salutations, my friends, and welcome to Dad Done Right. My name is Travis, and I'm hanging out here with Ollie. We're hanging out? Yeah? Are you having fun over there playing? He's playing, and he's having fun. So today's video is a special video, and it's special in a not so good way, in that I'm not really excited to make this video because it's on something that is circulating the media right now, and specifically to YouTube. So what am I talking about? I think a lot of people have seen the YouTube channel, especially if you're a family vlogger, the Daddy of Five issue that's been happening on YouTube here. That channel has recently come under a whole lot of fire, and the media has really put a spotlight on them regarding the kinds of content that they put out on their channel. Yeah? What? Are you pooping? That sounds like you're pooping. So like I was saying, Daddy of Five. What's going on? Daddy of Five is a prank channel that posts a lot of content about their family as well as pranking each other and including their children. And it's not kind of fun pranks or anything like that. It's actually pretty intense stuff. Elements of just screaming and crying and children being yelled at and just people being mean to each other. Sometimes the parents actually hit the kids. There were times where they even had the kids hitting each other for views. So on a lot of levels, these things are very troubling. When I watch it, I am literally cringing because I can't believe what I'm watching. And it's so hard to watch that I honestly can't watch for more than a few seconds of it. I'm not going to show any of the footage from the videos because I just can't stand it, and my channel is meant to be family friendly for everybody, and it just deeply upsets me to watch it. So if you haven't seen anything about it, I'll link the description to Phil's channel down below, and you can check out his analysis of everything that's going on. And this isn't meant to be a hate video because I'm surely not hating on them. But when I see the content, I am a little disturbed by what I see. And this is just my perspective, and you may have a different one. But when I look at these kids, they are the biggest concern I have. It's not my place to decide whether or not this is child abuse. Obviously, I do have a belief, and I'm sure you can figure out where I would stand on that, but it's definitely not my place to make the decision of whether or not this is indeed abuse. I'd love to hear your opinions down in the comments below. We have a responsibility as parents. Your job is to equip them to handle the things that the world is going to give them. There's an expectation that you would raise your kids in a way that would help them be successful in life, deal with world situations, get through school, have relationships, get a job. How are they ever going to have realistic expectations of what to expect in those situations or how to deal with those situations if when they were growing up, they were taught that no matter what you do, as long as people laugh and it gets lots of views, that you can do whatever you want? That isn't something that's good to be taught by anybody, and that is the kind of things that are being conveyed to these kids through these videos. They are being rewarded for putting up videos. If their videos get lots of views, then they're rewarded by the parents buying them something. So there's an incentive for them to let them do this. But the kids don't even understand what's really happening. That being said, Mike of Daddy and Five said that people were sending him hate mail, death threats, someone tried to run them off the road. Who knows if any of that's true? What is this? You bring me another teddygram? Thank you. How nice he is. So nice. Anyway, they're saying that somebody tried to run them off the road. Who knows if any of that's true? If it is true, that's really sad. We're already dealing with such a negative situation where, you know, are these kids in danger? Is this verbal, mental, emotional, physical abuse? Which you can argue all sorts of different things for that. But, you know, we don't need more people going and adding fuel to the fire. So that being said, I know it can be deeply upsetting to people, and especially when it deals with kids. Anytime you're dealing with kids, it can be deeply upsetting. I mean, they're precious cargo, man. I mean, the kids are a blessing. And it's hard to watch when you see anything that has to do with a kid being mistreated. So you may be thinking, well, I mean, if you're not going to write negative comments and we can't call Child Protective Services, what can we do? You know what? There is something we can do. As a YouTube family, what we can do is unsubscribe from his account. Stop watching the videos. This guy has over 750,000 subscribers. If we really want to make a difference in this situation, the best thing we can do is stop watching the videos. Stop enabling the problem. The fact that there's an audience for something like this is probably one of the more disturbing aspects of it all. So take that for what you will, but I think the best thing that we can do at this moment is stop sending the hate mail. No death threats. No trying to run people off roads. Just unsubscribe. Stop watching so we can move on. As a parent, I take children and their well-being and the idea of parenting very seriously. And as a Christian, I'm taught these characteristics of a loving father, both from my heavenly Father and my earthly father. And these are things that I want to bestow upon my family and how I raise my kids. So I take parenting very seriously. Watching things like this happen in the world is really painful. But at the same time, I know that when I drift from God, and even in my worst moments as a person in my life, past, present, and the future, I know that my God's forgiven me. And I know that my God has also forgiven Mike and his family at Daddy of Five. And I know that he wants more for them. My prayer is more for an awareness of errors made and the mistakes made, and a sense of responsibility and ownership for all the things that these kids have had to endure. I just pray for new dynamics in their family, and that there be love and happiness and joy. And that if they do continue to make YouTube videos, that they are of a more encouraging aspect and can start to show a more positive message to their audience, as well as a positive message for their kids to help them grow up and be the best kids that they can possibly be, and ultimately the best people that they can be. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't express any type of displeasure towards what's going on with this channel and with these kids. By all means, if you feel the need to voice your opinion, feel free to do so. However, just remember, it's always easier to kick somebody when they're down than to help them back up and get them back on the right path. So just remember that when you're expressing your thoughts about what's going on, about anything. Because we want to be better people in this world. We want to raise our kids to be great people. So we want to dare to be better. And I've said that before, and that's just something I truly believe. That if we're going to make changes in this world, if we're going to see people, turn from doing wrong to do something right, if we're going to take strides in our own life to be less critical, to be less judging, or more friendly, or more caring, or more loving, we need to dare to be better. And that's what I'm going to teach my son, who is a great sharer by giving me Teddy Grahams. So if that's my opinion, maybe you agree, maybe you don't. Let me know down in the comments. If you don't know anything about it, Phil DeFranco does a great job explaining it and kind of going through all of the stuff in extreme detail, and I'll link his description down below. And be sure to stop back here on Dad Done Right on Friday. Our next episode of our vlog will be coming out as scheduled on Friday, and we'll have more cute and fun video of our adventures in faith and fatherhood with Oliver. I'll see you in the next video. Because of the attention that they've recently acquired that was very negative. That's your Tonka! That's your garbage truck! Beep, beep. Can you press the buttons? Good job! You did it! For me, Teddy, he got me a Teddy Graham. What a nice guy. Well, thanks. Thank you, buddy. Who knows if any of that's true? What is this? you bring me another Teddy Graham? And you hate to see, oh dear, it's